Hey guys, in this video I'm just going to be playing against the Mechachesszilla bot on chess.com, and I've memorized an entire game to beat it, just like I did with other chess.com bots. So let's see if I can get the opening pretty quick. I'm going for the c4 d4 opening that I've been playing recently. So we'll see if I get it. So I don't get it, I gotta do a rematch, and I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do my move. But the reason I like this opening is because it's pretty predictable once I get e5 from the bot. Like the moves are pretty easy, like when I'm trying to beat it myself, but obviously I never can. So then I have to try just memorizing engine moves from Stockfish over and over until I beat it. Hopefully I can get it. And this engine plays pretty quick, annoyingly, so it would be pretty annoying if I get e5, but I didn't play d4 yet. No, we didn't get it. Come on. Hopefully we can get it. I don't want this to be too long. Dang. Yeah, this bot, I don't know, like, it just does not play e5 a lot. It's a pretty dynamic bot, like, it plays extremely well. It plays really aggressive. There's so many tactics in the positions that you play against it. It doesn't play super accurately in like the more complicated positions, or like if it's getting a positional squeeze, which I get in the game. And you'll see if I can get e5 here. Come on, remove it. Okay, I should wait a little bit, because like usually I have to wait and play at like the right time to get it. Dang it. Come on, you know you want to do it. Come on. Darn it. This is really annoying. Not even like once. It's crazy. There we go. Okay, so they'll trade here. It's pretty similar, but like there's some different move order stuff that I have to memorize, or I had to memorize. After castles, I go here, and then go there, there. And then, I don't know why I keep blanking out what I do here, but I think I go b4, knight f1, here, and then here, takes. After takes, I go rook c1. I go queen a3. I go rook d1. Rook here. I gotta go faster because it gets pretty complicated. There, takes. After takes, there. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try to memorize. After takes, I take my queen back. I give a check. I take. I give this check. I take. After takes, I go knight here. I go something like, oh, I'm forgetting like pawn takes, I think. Somewhere. Or wait, no. It's like here. I go takes. And then knight d4. Knight f2 or king f2. I go rook b2, rook c2, king here, king there. Oh, dang, why is it moving so fast? Stop. Push twice, takes. Take with the knight. Bring the king. Oh my goodness, this bot is so annoying. Stop it. Bring it back. Go up. Go here. Push twice. Go up. Twice. No, stop it. Let's see if I can pre-move. No, come on, bro. Ah, man. What? The spot did something different. I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, honestly, that's fine. I didn't get a fully pre-move the game, but I pre-moved the win. Like, not the checkmate, but like, I'm up a queen, as you can see. But yeah, I don't know, I might have messed something up there. But that's okay. Pretty good video. It's just funny to pre-move an entire game. But this bot moves super quick. There, and then bring the king, and checkmate. But yeah, let's analyze the game. And we will go through it, just so you know what's going on. So like D4 is not considered good even by engines, and like masters have barely played it, but it's actually good. Like the forcing lines that the engines want, or like a human would play too, that I get all the time, it's actually just slightly better for white. Like down the lines, white is always better. I don't think there's any line where black is better that I've seen so far. But it's pretty much equal, right? But like, let's say, so this bishop always goes here because for some reason, like, basically with bishop b4, like, when this bishop comes out, it's looking at these pawns, and so it's adequately defended, so this bishop really can't do anything, so it trades. And then you bring the rook over like this, so it develops. It can get active later in the game. And then like if I go like bishop e2, it's fine, but it's really passive. So if you're playing for advantage, you want to get on this diagonal here. Covers critical squares. And like, yeah, there's this pin, but it kind of gives you h3, which is a good move. And so like, even though they get the pin, you get to do this. And it's like a bunch of like maneuvering and shuffling that you like nuance you need to know. And like now I break the pin, right? But now like these pieces are gonna, as you'll see, they're gonna retreat. So, and a lot of my moves, I'm not retreating. I mean, I retreat a few times to break pins and stuff, but it's always in my favor, at least against this spot. And then knight h2, I want to reroute my knight to here because it wasn't doing much here. It's kind of being blocked out by the bishop. And like here, there's some tactics like, you know, there's this pin here and there's like some b5 nonsense. So rook d2, like apparently stops b5. I haven't, like, I don't know, like, I can't remember what I tried playing. I think it was just like knight, bishop. Yeah, I think it was like bishop f3, and then there's like b5 or something like that. Was it? It might have been that. I can't remember, but anyway, so rook d2 stops some tactics somehow. I haven't really looked too much into it. And then like usually if I go like say knight f1 here, the engine will play a5. So I play b4 to prevent a5. Although a5 I think might be able to be played here. I'm not sure. But anyway, so now I go knight f1 that I got b4 in, and then I bring the queen here, and this gets the engine to play its queen back, which allows me to maneuver this knight well. And then here, after a5, it's an inaccuracy that the engine plays, and I get b5, b6, and like c6 is a move, but I think knight a6 is like the best attempt. Go takes, and like rook c1's the best move. You want to double up here and go for this pawn. So that's what we do, and obviously I can't go here because of the bishop. So queen a3, and like there are so many times like I've lost a lot against this spot, like practicing over and over. Like I memorized all the moves and then I tried to play on my own, but I just couldn't do it. Like it was too difficult. So like I had to just keep doing it over and over. Because yeah, I don't want to just be like playing games and just looking at the engine, which I think is allowed. Just because it's against the bots, but like, for me, I don't think that's. I mean, I want to try to find some moves on my own, but I just can't do it against this bot. I guess I don't know. So all this is not for me. It's pretty much all computer moves after some of the opening. I mean, I guess the whole opening I reviewed on with the engine anyway. So like here, the bot, like, we're improving our rooks, and the bot like attacks it, but goes back, so wasting time. So it just helps me. And I go bishop f3. Now this bishop's pretty good. This bishop is not really doing much, so it's trying to reroute. And while it reroutes, I reroute my knight. And then when it goes here, I need to go here to prevent the trade. And this bishop's good, but as you'll see, this knight is good, and the bishop's good, and my rooks are good. Like, the rooks are not very good. Although there are like a lot of tactics that I got, like checkmated and stuff, like when I tried trading or anything. So like, yeah, basically because of all these engine moves, they were the ones that needed to trade. But yeah, so after a4, I just played the top move, queen c1, with the idea of being something like queen d1 was like an idea in some lines, and just taking that pawn. So counterattack because of this idea. So knight h5, and then f5, and then here, like, I blundered. I think what I did here was actually okay. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think I went queen d1 here. Or no, I went back. And then, like, there was some line. It was not as winning, so it was harder. But anyway, like, there's this winning move, queen c3, and there's all these pins. So, like, let's say takes, right? Let's say it's my move. If queen takes, obviously I just take and then take. If rook takes, then I take. So that's the tactic. So queen e7 to defend this rook. So now there's no rook takes yet. So I go f4. And obviously I looked at this with the engine. This is not for me. But now, yeah, if the rook moves anywhere, there's discover tactics. So they have to take the bishop. I take the rook. Queen takes. I slide the queen here. This was the best move, just through analysis. Again, I think I blundered here. I think what I played here was, what did I play here? Oh yeah, I played takes. And takes is still winning, but it's not as winning. But anyway, queen b2 is more accurate. And this allows me to take here, and we get the end game that I played, or pre-moved. And you give this check, you take, or you give another check again, 2, takes, go here, takes and takes. And then you get this end game, so you go knight d4 to prevent these checks on these files. So you go here, and then after check, you can go king f2. There's no more checks, so best attempt is to attack this pawn. I just defend it. There's this, but as long as I go here, there's never going to be an idea to win, because this knight will always defend the squares. So, like, let's say this rook traded, and, like, somehow, the pawn was here. When I take, this knight will always cover that square anyway. So, yeah, I bring the king, and I was actually able to win this when I played. I went king e4 with the idea being that they can never break through. So I just kept the rook here, and eventually they gave up the pawn. Like, it was complicated. I can show it after I show the game. But check, and then rook e2 is the winning idea. So takes here, and takes with a knight. Obviously, you don't want to be dumb and take with a pawn. Actually, I can still win if I take like this because of here, but there's no reason to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I messed up. Yeah, like, okay, so here, I wonder if maybe it was king b5 here. I thought here, the engine played this. But yeah, so, no, it was here. So after this, I'm pretty sure the engine played, this move, but I guess it just played king c7. But yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to make a whole nother video trying to pre-move the end game, especially if it's going to play different moves like that. But yeah, that bot was moving extremely quick. But the one thing I did want to show you was how I won myself in this end game. That once I got this, I mean, I was even losing like, I don't remember if I lost or if I just drew or whatever. But either way, it wasn't a win, so that was not good. But like, yeah, so here I went king here. And then I think like it was like here, and then I went here, and yeah, b3, and then I thought I messed it up, but I saw that I could go here, and after takes, I can take. And now this rook is tied down to this pawn, and there are some tactics of like the rook sacrificing itself. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Oh yeah, if the rook ever has to defend the knight. So like let's say here, and let's say I'm like, oh, I can just go here, and then I can go here, and yeah, it hits the pawn. But yeah, like so the idea is that the rook sacrifices, and then so like the rook can't defend the knight. So I always kept that in mind, or I didn't always keep it in mind, but once I was like, maybe I could defend like in a bit here, cause like I think it might have played this, but anyway, so I went e4. Let's say something like this. Let's say they just move. There was always ideas of something like this, and then yeah, I can't do that. But like, I did have this, but like even oh wait, the pawn hangs. Shoot. Okay, yeah, it was pretty difficult to beat it, but I think the winning configuration was like, it was like, okay, so I bring the rook to defend the pawn, so the king can't take it. So then let's say like this. Now I can go say something like this, and the pawn's defended, I think. Rook d1 draws. I can't take. Oh. Huh. I think also, like, where is it? Right here. No, I would go like e6. Yeah. Eventually I did go e6. This isn't like the exact position, but anyway, like, this isn't exactly what happened in the game. Like, I think the king was more active from what I remember. e7. I feel like I'm forgetting something, because like the rook was able to go back over there, so I don't know. But yeah, so I always just kept the rook on this file, and like I helped push the pawn with the rook, because this rook, or like the king was never really attacking this pawn. I can't remember. Like the knight was helping at one point. But yeah, so I did beat it through that way, but it was harder. And then once I looked through the analysis to see like what was like a quicker way, it said, you know, this cool idea of going check, and then so like getting the king more away, and then going back to here, and then just pushing, because like yeah, the knight is more than enough. The king defends the rook, so you can just take with the king. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.